25K. Salute to the chat, man. Good show on the way. Let's get it. Yo, salute to everybody already here in the building, man. Welcome to the latest installment of Coffee and Convo, special edition. I am one of your hosts, Graphk Raider. I got my big brother in the building, Stuart Schweigert. What's good, bro?
Hey, what's going on? Hey, dude, thanks for having me on. Congratulations on the 25K, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it, brother.
That's awesome work, man, and that's a testament to you and what you've been doing on here and to all the fans. And it's I know it's not as easy as you could make it look at times, right? It's been a long road, but 25,000, man, that's awesome, dude. So congratulations on that.
Thank you, brother. And you've been here pretty much every step of the road, man. I just want to give you your flowers as well and say I appreciate you, man, for doing everything that you did as well for the channel. You know what I mean? Like, people don't realize, I think 3 years ago.
Well, I was just gonna ask you, yeah, what was your membership, or I guess your followship? What was your followship when we first
follow? I think we had around, I'll say somewhere between maybe 7,000 to 10,000.
Oh, was it? Okay, I thought for some reason it was under 5 when I first.
Well, it was somewhere around that range.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But we got to bring back a former Raider, man, that everybody was actually really excited to get to know. And you know what I mean? I feel like this platform has done a lot, man. Like, and I'm not even just talking about me. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about Wasted.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about anyone that came over here. Hammer, Andy, Big Mike, Honcho, just everybody, man, that's been here since day one. Scout, all my people, man. Just real quick, I'm going to give everybody else their flowers because they helped shape and mold this channel to what it is, man. So salute to everybody. Samoan Raider, Mitch, just everybody, man, that played a part in this thing, man. Just want to say salute. Got a good show, you guys. We're going to have some fun today, talk about these UDFAs. I got a few players that I want to pick Stu's brain about. We got some DBs that came in as UDF guys that I definitely want to speak to one of a professional's input on this. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely excited about that. Salute to Ant, my guy, gifting 5 OLV Raiders memberships, man. Salute to all the new members in the building because of Ant. Appreciate you, brother. That means a lot to me. If you guys missed out on those memberships, hit the link. It's pinned up top. One of the best ways to support what we do over here. I want to ask you real quick, man. Right now, it's involuntary workouts right now. Have you seen Aiden O'Connell out there? He changed to 12. We talked about that previously. Have you seen he is like toned up, bro. Like
okay. I have not. I'm gonna need to check it out. I do want to apologize too. I talked to Graphk yesterday, and I did have some homework to do, and unfortunately, I didn't get my homework done last night. It was kind of crazy at the house. That my internet wasn't working, and then this morning I've been running around crazy. So I have not seen. So they've had videos up of things, or is it pictures? Or okay, all right.
Yeah, I'll send you a bunch of stuff to check out, man. But he looks like he's in immaculate shape. He's definitely took this off season very serious. I think with the addition of Gardner Minshew, a guy that has started at the NFL level and had some success as well. I think this is kind of pushing him, man. I love to see that Aiden O'Connell was taking this offseason very seriously, man. Can't wait until we get into camp and kind of watch that battle, man. Salute to Brandon. First thing first, happy Mother's Day to your moms and wives. Raiders.
Sunday? Is it Sunday? Is Mother's Day Sunday, if I'm not mistaken, or when is Mother's Day?
I don't know. I know that he's probably going off of, the NFL draft. Let me see. Mother's Day. I want to see. Mother's Day 2024. It is the 12th. Yeah.
What is today? The 9th? Okay, so
yeah, it's this weekend.
Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Perfect.
Salute to Brandon. And this is our guy as well that wants to, I got to get you guys connected.
Oh, yeah.
He wants to send you some stuff. Salute to our guy, Brandon, man.
Absolutely.
In the building. Salute to the Mokes as well. Congrats on the 25K. Love to see it, brother. With that being said, AOC 12 MVP incoming.
Okay, all right.
Raiders. I love it.
Hey, like I said, we're getting them the weapons. We're getting them the weapons. And I like your fact of talking about Minshew. And I think those guys, all they're going to do is make each other better. You know what I mean? I mean, I think their personalities, their playing styles, I think they remind me, again, personality-wise, I think those two guys are going to have a lot of fun together. Yeah, nah, definitely, man. Salute to my guy, Chuck Taylor, man. Salute to my guy, 25K on deck. Salute to my big bro out there in Sacramento. My guy, man. Salute to Grizz. He says, Stu, my dog ate my homework, Schweigert. Yeah. Yeah. Bo and Maggie did eat my homework. And if you guys know, like I know those dogs, it's believable. I couldn't have anything around them. They've gotten a lot better. Okay. They've got a lot better. Salute to Tay, my boy, man. I'm becoming a member as well, man. One of the funniest default pictures in the world. I love it. My guy, man. So let's have some fun today, you guys. We're just here, man, to celebrate, this big milestone. Like I said before, man, once I started this channel, I didn't expect, to get to this point. This was just, we started it up having some fun, talking Raider football, and it ended up being something and blossomed to be something that I couldn't even imagine, man. Once again, this show is for you guys. I just want to say, I appreciate you guys so much. I asked my brother Stu on because he's been such a pivotal part of, this show. We wanted to do it early, man. I didn't want to do it at, late. I wanted to do an early morning show, especially when I catch Stu with these shows. He is like just spot on, like spot me before the crown gets to going. Sometimes with the family, by the time the day gets towards the end there, and I get a free chance to come on here. It can sometimes the focus of our conversations can be maybe not always on football. So this is good to do in the afternoon here. And I just want to say too that this show really brought me back to definitely the fans, the Raider Nation, right? Because like I talked about for many, many years, I couldn't watch football. I couldn't associate with it. And it wasn't any negative stuff. It was just stuff that I was dealing with, mental things from my concussions and stuff. And Isaiah Ikajuba was the guy that had me come, wanted me to come back to the reunion. But you were really kind of the first interview that I did about, kind of my career with the Raiders in a long, long time. And I was very, very nervous about it because, again, you never know how it's going to be when you open yourself up to the fans and comments and stuff like that. And the nation has been absolutely amazing. And, I have a little 2-minute introduction video on my page. And one of the things I say is that, bringing back the Raiders into my life, or bringing the Raiders back into my life really did save my life. I mean, it brought back something that I've missed for a long time, and to be able to come back and talk Raiders. And another thing it was, there was a player named Brian Cole that I trained from middle school to he went to my middle school to my high school, played at Michigan, was a captain at Mississippi. We had him on the show. A great show too. Loved it. Yeah, that's right. Yep, drafted by the Minnesota Vikings. Watching him in that draft process started to get me back in again with football. And then everything just kind of worked out great with you, with the social media, with Isaiah getting me back with the Raiders, with Brian Cole getting me back in the NFL. And this has been a really good mental, really good for my mental mind state to be on here. And I want to thank you and all of the people that you gave flowers to, and also to all the people in here and all of the nation, because it's been amazing to have this back into my life. And I've got to reconnect with a lot of really cool people and meet a bunch of new ones. So it's been great. You know what's so dope about that too, man, is annually me and Stu end up going to Vegas and we go to the alumni parties. And I have the, bless you, I have the privilege of going with my bro, you know what I mean?
and seeing you in your element. And it's funny, man, that when people see you, you're the energy. So like you were needed, brother. I'm not saying that just because you're family. I'm saying that like when we were at the alumni, Stu, what did Chuck say when he seen you? Oh, Stu, like it's the energy, man. So real quick, man, just as much as you needed us, we needed you, man. So this salute, brother. Salute the Raider Trap. What's up, Graphk and Stu? Yo, Stu, what was the funniest moment? He said, I think it's when you had my Unc Robert Thomas. Trap?
Wait. What was the funniest moment
you had with my uncle Robert?
Oh, with Robert. So Robert Thomas was a very good linebacker for us, number 55 out of UCLA, drafted by the Green Bay Packers. Actually got me into to meet the guys that LRG owners, So they'd always come up when we go to what's the name of the restaurant there in La Bamba's? La Bamba's is here. I can't remember. There's a Mexican restaurant that we would always go to afterwards with Rob, and he was my roommate during training camp. I think in 2007, my last year with the Raiders, and he was just his uncle Rob was a very, very powerful linebacker. I mean, a good hitter, but he's one of those guys that just he's funny, but like you got to know him to know like what his jokes are a little bit, sometimes like how me and you when we were in groups, we laugh at things, but no one else knows.
Yeah.
And he was just a guy with a smile on his face, a very knowledgeable guy. I would say there were some moments where, oh God, he definitely got into some situations. I want to say was maybe some females that were pretty funny.
It's always that.
Yeah, there was a couple instances where I want to say I think my wife Christy had to do some damage control. So, but no, I really enjoyed being his roommate and having a chance to play with him. And I actually ran into him in Washington. This would have been probably 5 or 6 years ago because he was also getting his testing done for the concussions and all that type of stuff. I know he was struggling with the stuff. And actually a guy I need to get back in contact with. So, but yeah, good question. Great guy, great player. Someone that I'd love to have on the show sometime.
Salute to everybody here in the building. I appreciate you guys as always. Wipe them feet, man. Hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, man, hit that subscribe button. 30K is the next milestone. Let's get to it, man. Salute to everybody with all the kind words. Salute to Pace as well. Sup, Graphk? Congrats on 25K. I want to know from Stu, how good was Aiden at Purdue compared to all the quarterbacks you've seen play there? That's a great question.
Oh gosh. I mean, obviously
you got Drew Brees. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
Drew Brees, Kyle Orton. There was actually another quarterback that was actually very good named Brandon Kirsch. That was him and Kyle Orton were kind of back and forth. Actually, after Breeze, there was a guy named Brandon Hance who was a close friend of mine from California. Played at a school called Taft out there in California. Yeah. And then you had Curtis Painter. I want to say after Orton, who was a good player that played for the Colts for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Danny,
I think he had to start a few games as well.
He did. No, at one point, I want to say there was a record because there were 3. I think it was the first time that 3 quarterbacks from the same school started on the same weekend. I know, Breeze was playing for, I want to say, I think it was the Saints, and then Orton, I think, was for
Denver,
and then Curtis was for the Colts.
Yeah.
And then we had actually 2 guys. We had a guy named Danny Etling that ended up transferring to LSU, who was a good quarterback for us. Ended up starting for LSU. Mm-hmm. Oh gosh, there was another guy that ended up transferring to Florida and was a starting quarterback at Florida for a little bit. And forgive me, I can't remember his name. And then we had, gosh, I want to say, God, I'm trying to remember his name right now. He was. There was a guy named Sindelar that was really good. He's about 6'5" kid from Kentucky.
There's another guy we're not talking about, Stuart. You haven't even mentioned yet. Let me just say Jim Rome.
Well, okay. I guess I was thinking more my era, but I mean, but no, I mean, yeah, Jim. Well, let me just, you know what? Here, I just want to do this real quick. I just want to Purdue just so I can give everybody their props. And so people can actually realize how many guys have come from Purdue that have been very good quarterbacks. So you have Drew Brees.
Yeah.
You have Gary Danielson, Len Dawson, Bob DeMoss, Jim Everett, Bob Greasy, Mark Herman, Kyle Orton, Curtis Painter, Mike Phipps, Dale Samuels, Scott Campbell, Drew Brees. So we actually have a thing called the Cradle of Quarterbacks, which I'm assuming that Aiden will be in there. Probably, I'm surprised he's not in there already. But he set the all-time percentage record at Purdue. And like I said, I mean, I just named some pretty good quarterbacks. And I'm glad you brought up Jim Everett because he's actually a guy that I have become pretty close with. I met him for the first time last year. He came back for one of the Purdue games. Great guy. A guy I talk to probably weekly. A guy who actually his favorite quarterback coming out of this draft was Penix. He was actually a huge Penix fan, a very big Penix fan.
I like that.
One thing about Jim Everett, dude, he's huge.
Yeah,
he's a big dude. He came out of New Mexico, Albuquerque. Actually, they thought maybe moving him to a tight end position because he actually had to sit behind a quarterback, and I forgot his name now. But he started his last 2 years at Purdue, and then I think he was the second overall pick in what draft was it? I think he was in the 85 or 86 draft. So
it's been that long.
Yeah. He's played for a while. Yeah, he's played for a while. But like I said, all those quarterbacks you have, and I think one of his greatest attributes is his completion percentage, his accuracy, right? And that's one thing we talked about when he was coming out. And one thing I think you still saw it this season. And like you said, he's just going to get better, guys. He's going to get better. And I think he's, again, with the weapons that he has, with the free agency that we're bringing in, with, with the help of the defense, and now with the competition of Minshew and being consistent with an offensive coordinator. Like I said, I'm really, really excited for this season, fellas. I mean, fellas and fans, women, fellas, everyone, for this season, man. I'm super, super pumped.
Facts. Salute to Brandon, my guy, man. I appreciate you. And it's Freddie B. That's my favorite 25 of all time. It has to be Fred Biletnikoff. I mean, I love Justin Fargas, and I grew up watching him play. I grew up watching Charlie Gardner.
I was trying to remember that because I know he was also 20.
Who?
Fargas. He switched around.
I think he did.
I'm trying to remember when. Yeah, when did he? Was it 25 before, or was it 20 before? I can't remember now.
Let me look that up. But either way, it's clearly Freddie B to me. That's just, I mean, that's one of my favorite players of all time, regardless. So I'd go with, he was number 24 a little bit. Yep.
Yeah.
You're right. You were.
Was he 21st?
21st. Yep.
20, and then he switched to 25.
And then I remember in camp one time, I believe for a little while, he was number 34 as well.
Yeah, he was. That's right.
Yeah,
you're right. Yep. I want to say that's what he was in high school. I think that's what he was at Michigan as well. But no, Freddie B, he was the wide receivers coach when I was there in Oakland. And a guy, when I go back to the reunions, him and his wife do a great job. They have a really awesome fundraiser that I want to say maybe they just had recently. I think his golf outing to raise money for domestic violence. His daughter unfortunately was murdered by a boyfriend. So, but he's a phenomenal job. Great guy. Still just that. I mean, again, like I said, one of my favorite memories of when you go into off the field, we're in the Coliseum there, and we go under the bleachers to go up to the locker rooms. Yeah. Him and Willie Brown, Freddie B and Willie Brown would be under the bleachers sitting there smoking their True Blue cigarettes, just sitting there, gotta get this thing going. You know what I mean? Just sitting there smoking, you know what I mean? And still has that attitude though, man. Whenever I see him, it's Schweigert, let's go get a drink, man. Let's go. So I mean, just a great guy. Then obviously, my relationship with Fargas.
Oh, that relationship is
great player.
It's hilarious listening to y'all talk, bro. That shit is hilarious.
His dad obviously, was
the original hug.
The original hug. So just Justin Fargas is he's actually a pretty good a rapper, his name's Young Hug. So I actually have a couple of his CDs still, I think, over here in one of my CD cases. But Fargas is a great player, great teammate. And really, when you talk about toughest running backs to tackle. He was one of them, man. I mean, his body, he's lean, but I mean, just strong. I mean, super, super, super strong in the weight rooms. But he was a guy, man. He runs freaking hard, and he was a tough guy to tackle. So,
have you talked to him as of late about the transition into retirement in the NFL? I know he's dealing with the concussion protocol 2 thing, right?
I have not spoken with him in probably a couple months now. I need to get in contact with him to see how things are going.
I knew we were talking about getting him on the show, and he was he was nervous about coming on because he was still dealing with the NFL lawsuit.
Yeah, because he was on there because he was a little nervous that no matter what, because when you're going through that process, they're constantly evaluating you, and they can deny you for the dumbest things. And
if you guys get together on screen, you probably end up fucking around getting denied.
Well, I want to say congratulations to his wife. You know, who was president. I want to say of the Aces, and his sister-in-law. I want to say is the maybe general manager or something like that. So big up to them. You know, I mean, I know he's highly involved with the Aces, so that's really cool. How Mark, again, you know, we talk about you know, once Raider, always a Raider, and family and stuff like that. It's pretty cool that Mark, you know, brought in Fargas's wife, and then also his sister-in-law to help that franchise, and they've been doing phenomenal with it.
Oh yeah, salute to Pastor Raider. One of my guys has been around forever. Congrats on 25K, Graphk. I mean this with sincerity, brother. I appreciate you. The platform you have given the nation has meant so much to me. Thank you, brother. That means a lot to me, man. Thank you so much for the kind words. Salute to my Stockton brother, Pastor Raider, in the building. Salute the director too. Real talk. We respect all of our players that put their bodies on the line for us. Once a Raider, always a Raider. OLV 25K. Congrats. Thank you, brother. That means a lot, man.
You.
Real talk.
Charlie Gardner was another great player for us, and I did get a chance to meet him at one of the reunions, and that dude he's a fun dude, man.
Yeah.
I had a chance to really hang out with him for about 5 or 6 minutes. But he is a character, and he's a really, really good dude.
Yeah. Salute to the Mokes, man. I think we signed a corner. Maybe Stephon Gilmore would like Xavier, but I think he had a really bad fallout with our DC down in Miami. I heard the Mokes, you know, the talks of him and Patrick Graham having this off and on relationship. I don't know how true it is. I've never heard anything from either one of their mouths. So I'm going to kind of take that, you know, for what it is. But at the end of the day, man, look, Xavier Howard is looking for a job. You know, he's coming off an injury-riddled season, getting up there, 30 years old. I know he's a former All-Pro, I think 3-time All-Pro. At this point, I think he would put all that shit to the side to get a job at this point, especially in a state like Las Vegas that's no state tax. Absolutely. Like it was in Florida. So I hear you, but I love Stephon Gilmore the most. But at the end of the day, the familiarity with Xavier Howard and Graham or Adoree Jackson with their time in the Giants, it just intrigues me more than bringing in a Stephon Gilmore where he'd have to learn another system. You know what I mean? So, and I love Gilmore. He's a former defensive player of the year. Phenomenal athlete. He's also getting up there in age as well. But hopefully we sign one here soon because we definitely need to add another veteran presence to that DB room. And we're going to talk about some of these UDFAs here in a second as well. Salute the Raider way. Graphk 25K continued success. Raiders. Salute to my guy, Raider way. And salute to Josh also on the $5 donation. Congrats, brother. Appreciate the content. And the views of this podcast expressed. See, this is the OG right there. Now, Josh knows the views expressed to our Graphk podcast. That's the original. The original. Hey, and Stu, I know you're very familiar with Angelo in the building.
Absolutely, man. Angelo is a very, very close friend of mine. We've gotten close, really close the last couple months here. You know, someone who had to go through a liver transplant. You know, so he's really still recovering from that. But a guy who knows his football, loves the Raiders, guy that was a very, very successful boxing trainer, and a guy that I really enjoyed getting to know these last couple months. So
salute to Angelo, man.
Great dude.
Salute to Angelo. Salute to all the Mod Fathers in the building too. I see Hug. I think I seen Top Beats. I see LV Maximus, all my guys. Jason's in the building too. All the Mod Fathers. Salute to my brothers here in the building, man.
That dude. Great dude, right? Man. I love Maximus. Great dude.
Salute to Ira. Salute to Zahn. Chris for Raiders. Daniel Cap. All my people in the building. Indiana Raider as well. Martin over the pond. We're just having some fun today, you guys. We're just gonna talk whatever Get your questions in. Let's have some fun. Like I said, we're going to finish up the show talking about some of these UDFAs. I definitely want to pick Stu's brain when it comes to some of these guys. But ask some questions. Ask Stu some questions. Ask me some questions. And I want to ask you this.
Let me ask you this. Are we still good and still feeling good about our draft picks?
Yeah. I mean, look, I have to be honest, man. I'm starting to actually feel – I already felt great once the draft went, but I'm starting to feel a lot better, even more now as the dust is settled. Like, I'm looking at our second round guy, Powers, the Oregon center / guard. Salute to him, and his mother and his father both follow me on
really?
Twitter.
Oh, cool.
They follow me on Twitter. Good, like they seem like such good people. They're so happy to be in the nation. Like that got me more excited too, because they're excited to be a part of the Raider Nation. You know what I mean? Like they're excited. I'm seeing Brock Bowers and some of the stuff. Like, I'm just excited about these kids that are coming into that they're going to be coming into camp. Excited about being Raiders.
Yeah. What are some of the things you've heard from them? Have you listening in their interviews and stuff or quotes?
There really hasn't been too many interviews. I've seen a little bit of Dylan Labe. I looked at some of his previous interviews. I've looked at some of Trey, our 7th round safety out of Air Force. Look at some of his stuff. But I think right now they're still kind of just getting comfortable and getting allocated, getting right in Vegas before they start jumping out the window and doing a ton of media. Because this still, I want to ask you this: coming into the league, was there any like media training?
Well, so after the draft, and I'm not sure if they still do it or not, but we would have the rookie symposium.
Yes, and they still do it. They still do it. Is it in San Diego still, or I do not know.
Around?
Probably. I'm gonna look that up while you talk.
Yeah. We had the rookie symposium. I can't remember. It was maybe during the summer. I want to say maybe like in maybe May or June, and all of the draft picks. I don't think it was the undrafted guys. It was just the draft picks. We would go to San Diego for like 3 or 4 days, and they bring in speakers, and you would go and you'd have financial, it'd be all these little break off rooms where you'd have financial guys talking to you. You'd have guys talking to you about, I remember one of the ones was they had this woman up there, and a beautiful, woman, and she unfortunately had quite a few sexually transmitted diseases.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
the rookie symposium STDs.
I mean, just like she's like, I'm out there. Like, there's girls out there like me.
Oh, so she was being honest and transparent about.
No, sorry, it wasn't. Yeah, no, she was part of the seminar, and I remember them showing pictures of certain diseases and different things. But I remember that really stuck out because she's up there talking, and then all of a sudden she's like, "No, I'm out there. Like, there's girls like me out there." Then also just about how to kind of vet some of these financial guys and figure out how to do things with your money, and trying to think of what else. I mean, it was. Well, your point was media. There were things about how to address the media, but definitely, I'm trying to remember. I mean, I'm thinking, when I got drafted, so it was Saturday. We talked about this first 3 rounds were Saturday, and then on Sunday it was 4th through 7th, and I got called on Saturday, and then that Thursday I was flying out there for a mini camp with the entire team. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I'm trying to remember. I don't remember there being like a huge press conference for the rookies or anything.
Well, also social media wasn't a thing.
Nothing. I mean, yeah.
You know what I mean? So now you have to be able to know on Twitter. These guys, they have no idea, Stu. When they hit like on something, it's public. You can literally go to Twitter, hit the likes on their page, and you can see exactly what they
like.
So and some of that shit be crazy, man. Like insane. And I'm like, wow, like somebody, like you were a millionaire now. You were a star at the next level, and you got to know better than this shit.
Yeah. I mean, you would think at the college level there'd be some type of training or guidelines or whatnot. But yeah, definitely. I mean, I know that's one big thing was I'm probably glad. I mean, it's probably good, that because these kids, you can't. It's not that these kids are doing anything bad, but they just really gotta be. You gotta be on it, man. I feel like it's tougher. I feel like it's tougher for a lot of these kids to show their personalities.
Yeah,
not that their personalities are anything bad, but you just got to be so careful because again, you just when you're there, you're representing the Raiders and the NFL, and like it's somewhat unfortunate, but I mean, I'm just thinking about what a huge not advantage, but what a huge tool that these kids can have to promote themselves in such a positive way, and just to make so many connections outside of football that can sustain financially when you're done with the NFL. That's one thing I wish. As far as the social media, there's things that I'm glad we didn't have it back then, but also there's things that you be able to reach the fans,
building your brand and stuff like that. And you had some success after, like the limo stuff, the football. I mean, ownership. I mean, you've done a lot. But I agree with you, man. I think now these kids have every chance in the world to develop these relationships online. And once they step away from football, they're like, look, we don't never have to think about going back. Like, look, I can, that's why I love that some of these guys, like young kids, are out here owning businesses that they're putting and then, that's what this shit is about, because the NFL it stands for not for long, man. Like you got to take advantage. So I agree with you in the sense of social media back then probably would have been a bad thing in certain avenues, but also building your brand.
I think the only thing that I remember having was, and I didn't have it, but what would have been, what was the kind of platform that, what was the name? MySpace?
MySpace?
Yeah, I think that was it. I mean, I didn't even have that, but I would say that I wish that when I was playing, I could have access to the fans like we have now. I think that would be really, really, really cool. Yeah, just to be able to, just to kind of show kind of a inside look and just let fans know, hey, great practice today, or taking pictures, on the plane, or nothing that's divulging any type of.
But the criticism's different, Stu. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine you have a bad game, right? Or you get blamed for something that you didn't even do, and they just attack you online. They get to attacking your family and all that other stuff. Look, man,
that's a good point. I didn't think about that. Yeah,
these kids these days have to be built a little bit differently, man. They have to understand, like, you have to be able to accept criticism. And some of this shit is absolutely insane, with some of these tweets, and it's really, really bad, man. Salute to Arlen real quick. Congrats. My wife and I love your show. What's up, Stu? We love you too. Raiders. Salute to Arlen. Salute to Zahn, one of the GOATs over here. Appreciate you on 5 new membership. Salute to all the new members in the building because of my brother, David Zahn, man. Salute to my guys. Salute to East Coast Gridiron as well. Congrats, Graphk. What up, Stu? Well deserved, man. Thanks for being a stand-up guy, man. Thank you for being the same, my brother. Salute to my guy, East Coast Gridiron. Raymond's in the building. Where are you at? Where were you at when you got drafted, Stu? I think we talked about this the other day, but quick reminder.
No. So I was in Saginaw. There was my dad owned a gym. My dad was a deputy sheriff for 26 years, but he also he was a big power lifter, and he owned a gym called Old Town Gym and Equipment on Hamilton Street in Saginaw, downtown Saginaw. And when I say downtown Saginaw, it's literally like one street. It's not like but there was a bar called Meinberg's that my dad knew the owner and stuff. So we rented it out. No, was it Woody? Yeah, no, Meinberg's. And we rented it out and, had a bunch of food. And we were there, I think like I said, I think the draft started at noon, and I didn't get drafted until I think it was about 8:30 at night. So, it was really cool though. We had the whole place rented out, and it was a lot of fun. It was a long day, an exhausting day, but it was a really cool day. But I was in Saginaw.
There you go. Salute to Jay Schilling, man. Happy 25K, big dog. What's up, Stu? Can't wait for the new season. Let's get it, nation. Salute to my guy Jay. He's been around the channel for a long time as well. Appreciate you. And Mac, hey, on a scale of 1 to 10, how hot was the STD girl, Stu?
She was a 10.
Hey, Mac. Hey, she was on fire.
Yeah,
that's how hot she was. She was on fire, Mac. On fire.
No, because trust me, because at first I remember when we walked into and what it was is you kind of, it might be like, let's say like 4 teams draft picks that go into these different rooms or whatever. And I remember at first the guys, I could hear them all like under the bed going, damn, you know what I mean? Looking at her, like, what is she doing in here or whatnot? You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, like, I mean, obviously, you know, I have older brothers and sisters and stuff like that. So I was very fortunate to have a very good guidance system. You know what I mean? So I was aware of a lot of this stuff to begin with. But some of the guys, dude, it kind of caught them off guard. It was, but no, she was like you said, she was a 10 on fire for sure.
Yeah, there you go. Salute to her. Yo, did you see the Raiders short videos? Fluid hips in transition, elite closing speed, smiling players, and now a little Costa Mesa beauty for minicamp. Did you see that now? So now we're going back to California, to Orange County for minicamp.
Camp?
Yeah, man. Yeah. They just signed a new deal. I believe Mark is he's going out there and kind of remodeling the area, adding a bunch of, putting, it was like $600,000 or something, remodeling the area.
Is that where they used to have it?
No, it used to be Napa, remember?
I mean, I thought maybe when they were in LA or something.
I believe the Chargers used to be out there.
Okay. Well, yeah. I also know, wouldn't the Saints come out there, I think, or something?
The Cowboys come out there.
Or Cowboys. Is that what it is? Cowboys?
Mm-hmm. Okay. They're out there every year. But yeah, I'm excited, man, because now we can kind of get over from that stigma of, oh, the Raiders got ran out of California and they forgot about their roots and so on and so forth. Whatever, man. Vegas is literally a hop, skip, and a jump across the border. Like it really ain't that much of a, you know what I mean? But I love it. I love that we're back in California. That's really dope.
That's pretty cool. Like for the aspect of just getting a whole new group of Raider fans that can get out there and socialize with the team. And I remember the Lions for a couple of years would come up to Saginaw Valley State University and have their training camp. I remember it was so cool to be able to go and sit and watch training camp as a young kid. So
yeah, man. Salute to Top Beast, man. One of the GOATs, man. I appreciate you, brother, so much. Salute to one of the mob fathers in the building. And Zahn is over here losing his mind.
Yeah, man. Awesome.
As well, man. A bunch of new members. Salute to you guys because of Zahn and Top Beast. I appreciate you guys as always.
I want to say this. Yeah. I mean, bringing in these new members. I mean, one of the things that I think is great about this platform and your channel is I always say the more that fans know, the more fun they're going to have watching the games. I mean, the more you can understand it, the more you can appreciate it, the more you can hear from former professionals, and you have current guys on, a lot and guys in the media. Yeah. So as a fan, to get that inside knowledge, man, I mean, that's again, I'm thinking that would have been really, really cool to have some of that access back when, I'm thinking like if I was in college, being able to go on it and see some of this stuff to help you to prepare a little, because a lot of stuff you don't have access to until you're in it, right? Yeah. And before, like, no one ever knew what was going on. I mean, in 2004, I think it was the first year that they allowed cameras in the combine, and now you see what it's kind of turned into. But
it's a spectacle now. It's like a circus.
Yeah. But I mean, to be able to kind of, because again, as football players, right, as fans, all you see is we're almost like not humans, right? I mean, we're out there in all the uniforms. You're sitting so far back in the stands. We go into the stadium. You don't really see us out because we're at practice all week. We're not really out in the public. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's hard to establish a relationship. So it's really cool that these guys are given a chance for some of these fans to have a membership and get some of this information. Because again, you have a better understanding and appreciation for the sport and what all goes into it when you have a chance to talk to guys.
You were right too. The Saints they're in California as well.
Okay, I thought so.
Salute to my guy.com. And I just sent the invite also to one of my really good friends, former Raider as well. I'm gonna see if he's gonna pull up. This is one of my spirit animals, man. I love him to death. We were just texting back and forth. I don't know if he's gonna make it, but this will be something cool because Stu, you have not gotten an opportunity to meet this person yet. So hopefully he pops up. I'm just putting it out there. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. Okay. But I'm salute.com as well. Yo, congrats to my brother. You know how we rock off YouTube. This is facts. Pause. I'm glad we're locked in. Run across your page 2.5 years ago. It was destiny. You're honest and you keep us informed. What up, Stu? Boys, he said B10.
Okay, Big 10. All right.
There you go.
Love
25K in the Bay. Salute to my guy.com. He's from Ohio. So You know what I mean? Ohio State boy. Like he loves Ohio State.
He's got to be happy about Eichenberg, right?
Oh, yeah. It's my guy. And he lives out there in the Columbus area, man. Salute to my guy. I've kicked it with .com. It's funny that I literally put this $10 up.
I think, have I met him or no? .com, have we? I feel like we have maybe, but sorry. Go ahead.
You might have met him in Vegas.
Maybe.
You might have met him. I don't know. But you know what? Let me see. I think I got a this just came across my memories the other day too. Salute to .com. I got to show him. Damn it. It went away. We were at this pool party and it was me, him, and Marquette King. And he asked me to take a picture. I sent it to him and it popped up in my memories the other day. He knows what I'm talking about. Shit. Salute to .com, man. Salute to Zon, my guy with a bang, bro. Holy shit. In the words of Mitchell Renz, my brother, man, bang.
Hell
Salute
yeah,
to all the new members in the building. Zon, you are an absolute legend. Another guy that I've had the privilege and honor of meeting out there in New Jersey at Bar Anticipation when we covered the Raiders and Giants game. The first game, Antonio Pierce took over as head coach last year. So Zon, my dog, man, I appreciate you, bro. Salute to all the new members in the building because of Zon. God, man, haymaker right there, man. Salute also to Lucky King. There's a report that we almost drafted. See, I wanted to talk about this, okay? Now, Stu, I know you probably haven't heard about this. So, Terrion Arnold, Alabama cornerback, right? He was a guy that AP was infatuated during the draft process. Yep. Corner. I thought we had it was a realistic chance we could have took him at 13.
Yep.
Brock Bowers ended up falling, down the board, and we went BPA, best player available. Antonio Pierce made a call to Terrion Arnold afterwards and said, "Hey, it was a coin toss, between you and Brock. We took Brock." Everybody on the internet ran with this whole narrative. Bro, listen, you guys, it was not a literal coin toss. He was basically calling Terrion Arnold to say it was between you guys, and we ended up going with Brock. But I think he let him know because he respected him that much and loved his game that he called him and said it was between you guys. Everybody is losing their mind on the internet saying, well, this GM has 11 years of experience and he's doing a coin toss. It was not in a literal sense, you guys. It was not in a literal sense. And I'm actually very, very happy that we went to Brock Bowers. The Brock Bowers route over Terrion. There you go. So
that's basically just the room was split and it ended up going going to Bowers. It's not that.
Wasn't a literal coin toss, you guys. It was not an overtime situation.
Drawing names out of a hat,
Yeah, come on, man. Salute to Gatling Gun and salute to T Raider also before becoming members. If you guys want to become members like my guys, hit the link. It's pinned up top. Salute to Rube. Great opportunity for the Cali fans. Is camp open? So what I'm hearing about camp is it's limited. And I'm also hearing that people with what's that called? Season tickets get first access to it. So I don't know. I don't think it's open completely, Rube. I think that you have to have season tickets, and then they have like a limited participation with fans as well.
Well, you know what? Speaking of that, with that question, I'm wondering for the alumni reunion, it would probably be out in California then. It wouldn't probably be in Vegas, I bet.
No, it'll be in Vegas because at that point we'll be having our preseason game that weekend in Vegas.
But I'm wondering when they come back, because I know for like when we were in Napa, right? We would play because we had 4 preseason games then, so we would play 2 games and we'd still be, you know what I'm saying? Like we'd 2 weeks in Napa, first game, come back, still in Napa, and we wouldn't go back like to our regular facilities, I think, until maybe the last preseason
game. That's usually the last preseason game.
Okay.
So that's why it'll remain in Vegas. I think Mark, with all those connections and stuff that he has out there, I don't think that's going to leave Vegas at all, brother, to be real. And there's more to do in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's what I was thinking too. Because I know when it initially started, it was in Napa still, right? And it was just it was much more reserved and laid back. Where obviously with Vegas, there's a whole lot of different activities that we have planned. So I wonder. Yeah. Okay.
Salute to Rio as well, becoming a member. Salute to Hug. Yeah, man, definitely GOATs, man. Salute to Top Beats. Bang! Salute. Ira, my God, he's in the building as well. He absolutely lost his mind the other day over here, bro. You would have seen him.
Oh, really?
He was tripping out, man. And salute to my guy, looks just like Kevin Nash right here, man. The Kevin Nash. You know what's funny? Hey, Spivey, I saved this picture this morning and I thought about you, bro. It's AI, right? It's AI, but I got to show you this. As my dog is down here farting and just having this whole house smelling like dog. Oh, look at Zon. There goes Zon right there. Oh, my guy Zon cool. Out there in New Jersey. Where is this picture at? Okay. Hey, Zon, look at you right here, bro. AI.
That's good, dude.
Salute to my guy Zon, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Well, I remember the one day. I think I sent you like what for about 20 minutes. I was sending you all of our little swap.
Yeah. Hey, Graham, that's fact. A literal coin toss would be fitting for Las Vegas. It definitely would, right? It definitely would.
Take it to the roulette wheel, man. Just put names on the roulette wheel, and whatever ball lands on, that's what we're taking.
So .com just sent me the pictures. So that was me, him, and Kit.
That's cool.
And then, yeah, this is the one where I said, sheesh.
Oh, there you go.
.com said, hey, take that pic, bro. I said, I got you. I got you, King. I got you, man. Salute to Graham Cam, one of the goats over here as well. And my dog, man, my brother, man, hug, brother. Appreciate you, man. The my father of all my fathers. Salute to my guy.
What's the wrench for in the name?
Moderator. So
okay.
So if anybody gets out of line in the chat, he can block them or he can put them on timeout.
I didn't know if that had something to do with his name or not. I was okay. Gotcha.
Salute to Hug, my brother, man. Salute to Savage Raider as well. My guys are absolutely losing their minds here on this milestone. I appreciate you guys. Real talk.
I like that logo. That's pretty cool right there.
That is fine. I want to ask you because I didn't want to talk about this anymore, and I hate to bring it back up, but I still see some people complaining online about it, and I wanted to ask your opinion. I was going to ask you offline, but while we're here and we're just shooting shit, I want to ask you this. So everybody knows that Josh Jacobs went to the Green Bay Packers. You know, it kind of ended a little messy in terms of we offered him a deal. No, it wasn't enough for him. He went to Green Bay and blah, blah, blah.
Right? How far apart we were? Did we?
From what I heard was we offered him an $8 million deal. And there was some things that he wanted in order to accept that $8 million deal. Okay. And I believe this is what I heard. It's only speculation. And it wasn't enough for Tom Telesco to say, nah, you know what I mean? Like, no, we're not going to do that. And he went another route. But I want to ask you this. So the nation is in uproar. They've been on a tear on Twitter and Instagram because Josh didn't go online and say a farewell. Thank you to the fans, so on and so forth. And everyone kind of knows that, Josh has kind of been, he's an emotional dude. He goes online and he kind of wears his heart on his sleeve and kind of throws subliminal stuff out there, kind of eerie little things. Well, but I mean, how do you look at that as someone that just moved on and didn't say a farewell to the fans? Because there's a lot of guys that love Josh Jacobs. We all love Josh Jacobs, but then there's people like me that I understand it's a business, but I wanted to move on too. I didn't want to pay a running back that kind of money. Yeah, but he pretty much was like, you guys didn't want me to be here in the first place. So like, why would I say farewell? You can't tie everybody into one group because a lot of people wanted him back. How do you feel about that?
I would say hearing that surprises me a little bit because I'd expect him to say something, obviously it is a business, right? And at least there was communications and it wasn't as if they just cut the guy, you know what I mean? Which I've been there 4 or 5 times and that's a whole different type of feeling that you get about the organization, right? Mm-hmm. But to handle it the way that he did, or to handle it, I don't see that there's really shouldn't be bad blood. You know what I mean? It's you wanted too much. We didn't feel that you were worth what you wanted. So I think he should go and say something. I mean,
now he put it out there. He said it would be fake. If I would put a farewell out there because you guys didn't want me in the first place.
Here's the thing, and again, as time goes, his feelings might change. But
exactly, that's what I said as well.
It's always funny how just I am Raiders all the way, and I'm here, and I'll do anything for this team, and it's the greatest fans, and all this, and da da da. But then, as soon as something doesn't exactly work out your way, it's like, fuck everybody, and how can you say, I can see maybe him saying, if I say, even
Stu, but let me ask you this, okay? I got to be the devil's advocate here. Yeah. How old were you when you were cut from the Raiders?
I think I know where you're going to go with this, but I was
about 26.
26.
Josh
yeah, 26. I was 26.
Josh Jacobs is 26 years old.
Yep.
Young, right? How did you feel when you were cut from the Raiders? Fuck them, right? Like for a minute, you were like, fuck everything.
Fuck yeah, it was. Yeah, because I felt, and again, we've gone. I think I've told you. Have I told you the whole story?
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Which I need to do a recap at some point too, so new fans can understand my thoughts and feelings on it, because I still had another year under my contract, and they wanted to have me do a pay cut and just different things like that. So I definitely left on bad terms. And I will say this: back then, again, I didn't have access to the fans.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So there were a couple fans that I'm taking their impressions and thinking everyone's thinking how they are, right? Mm-hmm. So I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I've done all this and been here for 4 years and started in specialties in the community, and they want me to take a pay cut, and the fans are talking shit and all this stuff. But again, it's literally 4 or 5 people. But unfortunately, that's all I really had access to. I didn't, coming back and being here and hearing the fans and how much they appreciated what I was able to do for them makes a huge difference. But these guys have access to that. You know what I'm saying? It's just so easy. Hey, regardless of the organization, but even with the organization, it's not as if they screwed them over. Yeah. You know what I mean? It just didn't work out. And now you got paid in Green Bay, which is a great opportunity for you. Mm-hmm. So I don't see why there's anything that you'd be upset about. I mean, they gave you everything you wanted previously, and
I chalk it up as being a young man that is hurt, like you were, leaving the building, right? And now he has the internet. He has access to that. Remind 26-year-old Stu, if he had Twitter and Instagram, may have handled it a little differently. We just don't know. Yeah. I said it the other day. I said, Josh, you don't owe us anything. We'll see you when you come home and retire a Raider. Simple and plain. Salute to Raymond, man, and salute to Potbelly as well. Started up my Madden 07 on the PS2, and brother Stu was killing it with the 92 speed and that hit stick all day.
I remember going over to Isaiah Ikajuba's house, and we would play. Remember, it was they had like the little mini games.
Yep.
Be a linebacker, and it was Danny Clark, I want to say, or maybe. Anyways, I can't remember what year, but I'd be the guy back there, and I was always fucking dudes up with my guy, man. I will once in a while. It's kind of funny. I'll go on to YouTube and just type in like Raiders, either 05, 06 or whatever, Madden, and you'll watch like people play. And I think it's always funny when like I'll see my guy get like picks and stuff like that. So
we were playing Techno Bowl not too long ago at your house. That shit was fun, bro. That shit was fun.
Awesome. It was awesome.
Salute to Killer. Killer, I'm getting this nagging suspicion, right? And salute to Killer. This is my guy. I got a feeling, man, that you love the Kings more than I love the Kings, because he goes under all my posts on Twitter. Dim the beam. Don't like that motherfucker, Killer. Come on, stop hating, King. Stop hating, man. I know my Kings are at home right now watching the playoffs, but he just reminds me every day, man. I hate.
What is dim the beam?
Dim the beam, like the beam's not lit. Remember, when the Kings win, light the beam. He's saying dim the beam.
Okay, got it.
Dim the light. Kill, I hate you, bro, but I love you as well. Look at TN08, my guy, man, gifting one membership.
I do want to say again, I think though he should still. I mean, I think the fans have been pretty good to him, and I think again you can, but I guess it's hard for guys to separate, right? It's tough, but I think the fans should be a little disappointed in that. I don't see there being any reason for them not to feel somewhat hurt that there was nothing said. I mean, with especially people that spent a lot of money going to see him, I think he owes it to those people. Because again, without those fans, there wouldn't be a league, right? Yeah. I mean, he wouldn't be getting those big contracts if it wasn't for the fans buying the NFL networks, coming to the games, buying his jerseys, and doing all that stuff. So I think, like he said, he doesn't owe you anything, but really, players do. I mean, they do, because again, without the fans, there's no profession.
And this, I don't want to say this in any kind of bad way. Josh is really young, and some of the stuff that we seen that the people that he communicates with in the Vegas area, right? And I'm not going to go into detail because it's none of my business, but I do know some things that, the people he hangs out with out there, connected to LA and some things, if you know what I mean.
With bringing up a good point that these guys need to realize.
But yes, but going to Green Bay, I think is a really good thing for him. You're out of the way. You're in a small town that that lives and dies football. You know what I mean? And you can focus on you, your money, and your family, and focus on the game.
That's about it, right? I mean, that's about all he got there.
Yeah. So in Vegas, man, there's a lot going on, and I seen some stuff out there, man, being around Josh, and I was just like, damn, man, like, I hope this kid doesn't get wrapped up in a bunch of bullshit off the field and start getting extorted by some people out here that want to get around him because he's Josh Jacobs, the superstar. He's making all this money. In Green Bay, you can kind of go out there, kick your feet up, relax, and just be a grown man and take care of your family and focus on football. I think this is a good thing for Josh Jacobs. Salute to Zahn. Real shit, everyone. Wipe them feet, hit that like, and hit that subscribe. And then Zahn drops a 5-piece, and then he drops another 20-piece. This is Zahn over here literally losing his damn mind.
Where's Zahn live?
In New Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah, he's up there in the Jersey area. Don't you live in Pennsylvania, though, Zahn? I think he lives in Pennsylvania. Okay. Somewhere in that area. Salute to Zahn, man. Salute to all the people in the building that are new members, and salute to all the non-members as well. But if you want to become a member, hit the link. It's pinned up top. Salute.
Someone. Does Josh have quite a few kids? Is that?
Yeah, it's a thing. I don't know if it's true, but I heard 8 or 9.
I've known guys that have. They're great guys, but they enjoy. Or I guess they're pretty fertile, I guess. So we don't miss, right?
Yeah. Hey, but once a Raider, always a Raider. This is no shade to Josh Jacobs. I hope he goes out there and kills it, unless he doesn't play us. When he plays us, I hope he puts up a zero burger. You know what I mean? But
yeah, I wish him the best. Obviously, I wish him the best, and I've never had any issues with him. And I guess, again, just coming from my perspective as a former player, I think things were handled pretty good. I mean, I don't see there being a reason to be super, super upset. So
facts, man. Salute to Savage Raider as well, man. Love this podcast. Salute. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you so much, Savage. That means a lot to me in East Coast.
What's the OBJ? What's OBJ on there?
It's emojis that we can't see because we're watching on the other end.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Salute to East Coast, my dog, bro. If y'all ain't subscribed to my guy yet, man, make sure. This is the next move. I want to get him on the screen with us and break down some film.
East Coast.
Yeah, it's my guy. Yeah, that's
that just pop in your head, because I was just about to say, one of the things that I want to do is I want to get and talk some X's and O's and go over different defenses and stuff like that again. For me, teaching it reiterates it for me, right? It keeps my brain active, which I need to have. But then also, again, I want to make this fan base the smartest fan base football knowledge wise as I can, because again, the more knowledge that we have, I think the more understanding and the funner the games will be to watch. So
facts. So we're going to get to the next segment of the show here, you guys. We're about to touch an hour right now. So this is what I want to do. Stu definitely is dog ate his homework. So we're going to do our homework live and in living color.
Dogs,
plural.
Yes.
We're going to do some live homework. There's some UDFA guys, man, that and salute to East Coast. He's in the building. We talked about these guys the other day as well, but it's always great to get another DB's opinion, a guy that played the game at the highest level. There's a few guys that I want to ask you about. First and foremost, a guy that I was really excited about, that I thought that we potentially would have took maybe in the 6th or 7th round. He ended up falling, being undrafted. A guy that we brought in for a top 30 visit. His name is Jaquan Shepard out of Maryland. We talked a little bit about him yesterday when we were on the phone. But this is a guy, man, that has all the intangibles, like to get it done at the next level, man. 6'2", 202 pounds, fast as shit. You know what I mean? He's reuniting with a former teammate of his, Jacorian Bennett, that we drafted last year, I believe in the 4th round. Take a look at him real quick. Take a look at some of his stats. Give me a roundabout idea what you feel about this move. And salute to Savage Raider again. Brock Bowers. Salute to Sav, man.
I mean, I'm looking here. Last year, 13 games. Looks like he had a total of 31 tackles. Let's see, a couple TFLs, 8 passes defended.
Yeah.
No interceptions last season, no forced fumbles, no fumble recoveries. So obviously that's probably maybe one of the reasons maybe why he did drop, is because obviously as a defensive back, I mean, the name of the game, right, is not to miss tackles and to get turnovers, whether that's interceptions, fumble recoveries, forced fumbles. So looking at his size and looking, coming from Maryland, which has been doing really well in their defensive backs as of late, with guys coming out of there. To pick him, I mean, I think he's a great addition. I don't think he's a guy. And again, these UDFAs, right? You never know. I mean, there's still a lot of super, super good players that are, people, you weren't drafted and you're a free agent, so you're trash or whatnot. And there are so many good players out there that with the proper, again, Chris Carr, it doesn't happen often that you take an undrafted free agent and turn it into a 10, 11-year career. It doesn't happen. It's very, very rare, but it does happen. But these are definitely guys that these undrafted guys can come in and they can help us out. And one of the things is practice is so important to get those good reps in practice from the scout team. So the better scout team guys that you have, the better look you're going to get and the better prepared you're going to be for that week's game. So from what I will watch this stuff, guys, and I apologize. I will actually watch and get a better idea. But I mean, just looking off it right now, again, size is going to be important to me. So I do enjoy watching the bigger defensive backs. I just do. It's just, even if there may be, do we know what his speed is? Did we see a speed of him?
Looking it up right now.
And again, I apologize. I'm not prepared. I should know all this stuff.
No, it's all good. His 40 time, he ran a 4.4.
And see, again, these guys are all freaking studs as far as times go. I mean, everyone, every numbers that I've seen as far as any guy in this draft has all been like phenomenal numbers. So I mean,
it's 440, vertical jump 33, bench reps. Let me see. Hold on. It's all up. This side.
Was he at the combine?
Yes, he was.
He was at the combine. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But no, you know what? I think he had a 440, but he was projected to have a 4.62, 4.72.
What?
That's what it says.
4.72, and he ran a 4.4.
I don't know how the hell that can be true, bro. But
4.7.
Oh, you know what? I'm lying. I'm
okay.
totally off right now.
Well,
40 low, 4.6. It was a 4.6.2. 40 time. So he did run a 4.6. So he's not the fastest guy.
Okay.
40 high, 4.72. But see, I'm confused by these numbers though, because it keeps saying, 20-yard shuttle was a 4.4.
Okay.
So there you go.
Yeah, some and again, we know this. I just asked the speed just to see, and unfortunately, there's got to be some type of checks and balances, and some guys, if they are running a little bit slow, doesn't mean they're not a good player, right? Doesn't mean they're not a great player, but it's just something that's measured, and it only matters to guys when it matters, So
salute the praise. Okay, East Coast said he ran a 4.3 in Cincy in practice.
Okay.
So the speed is there. It's there, and that's what we need right now in that DB group.
So he came from Cincinnati.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's trained. Okay, that's his fifth.
Yeah, transfer. He played out there with Sauce Gardner. Played out there with Kobe Bryant, a guy that was drafted to Seattle Seahawks.
Yep.
He came from a program with a ton of talent out there, man.
Two really good universities there.
Yeah. No, definitely. Another guy.
Where did Tyrone Tracy go?
Oh, you know what? I wanted to ask you. I think he went to the to the Donkeys. Let me see.
And was it late?
No, I'm lying. He went to the Giants.
Was it late?
Yes. Yeah. He went in like the
sixth or something, right? Or
seventh round, I believe.
Was it?
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. But
I also I meant to do this in the beginning. I wanted to give a shout out to a guy, a defensive back from Purdue, a guy named Sanusi Kane, who is a kid that I watched his film when he was getting recruited by Purdue, and he got drafted in the 7th round to Baltimore.
Okay.
So big shout out to him. Actually, he fits in really well into that type of style of football. So I think he's going to do really well for them. So if you guys are with the Ravens looking around, look out for a guy named Sanusi Kane, defensive back. Good, really good kid. And actually one of the only kids, I've been here now 6 years here back at Purdue.
Oh, 5th round. He went in the 5th round too, Stu.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yeah.
To the Giants.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Purdue's right down there, and I offer it up all the time. My number, guys, call me whenever, watch film. And he was one of the only guys to actually come over to the house and watch some film, Sanusi Kane. And it was really cool to have him come over and do that. So I just want to wish him the best of luck in Baltimore.
And East Coast just says Sanusi Kane was awesome. So salute to him.
Oh.
He says, Stu, who's your favorite safety of today's game? And who's your favorite safety of all time? I'm a John Lynch guy for favorite of all time. And my favorite right now is Minkah Fitzpatrick. I know you're not too tapped into just everything that's going on in today's.
Yeah, I'd have to say, at least from what I saw, was the kid from Notre Dame.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's clear. That's clear. I mean, bro, he helped revamp that Baltimore defense. Like he's Kyle Hamilton is probably the best safety in the league right now. And we knew this coming out of Notre Dame. We knew how good he was going to be. We talked about him endlessly. But
right there, some people are agreeing with us. Yeah, he's really good, man. I mean, he's fast, and I mean, what is he? 6'4", 6'5"? I mean,
big body guy, bro.
Yeah,
big body guy.
And he made the transition to the NFL very easy. And yeah, I'm so there's just with Purdue and Raiders, you get so locked in with them. It's tough to really
watch everything.
Yeah, you just don't have enough time. But I did watch him. I don't know if I think it was maybe one of the playoff games or whatever. And he was just out there making plays all over the place, man. He just.
Favorite safety of all time. Is it Ed Reed? Is it Sean Taylor? Is there someone else that you got in mind? Favorite safety? Ronnie Lott?
Well, there was one of them. Actually, there's a guy that was a coach of mine in Oakland. And also I coached played against him when he was coaching for the Sacramento Mountain Lions of the UFL. A guy named Martin Bayless was a really good safety that played, who was a coach of mine. But I always liked Steve Atwater, obviously Rod Woodson. I mean,
Purdue boy, Raider boy,
corner safety, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, I would have to say Rod Woodson. I'd have to say Sean Taylor, obviously, RIP.
Yeah, definitely.
We and him were in the same draft class. So I had a chance to know him. I wouldn't say that we were friends, but I mean, we were acquaintances, and we played against each other. And a guy that you talk about, a guy that kind of was going to reinvent that position. I mean, 6'4", 6'5", 235
monster,
would return punts. I mean, whenever he got his hands on the ball, Sean Taylor was getting that thing into the end zone. And so I'd have to say, I got to go with Rod Woodson, Sean Taylor, Steve Atwater.
Damn, Brian Dawkins is another name. Ronnie Lott. Yeah.
Ronnie Lott. I mean,
Jack Tatum is probably,
Tatum. I mean, yeah. So John.
Troy Polamalu.
Troy. Actually, there was a guy that I also came out with, Sean Jones, who played at Georgia, who played for the Cleveland Browns safety, then played for the Philadelphia Eagles. Really, really good safety. There's guys I'm missing out on right now.
Hug, we can't do that. So we can't do converted, because at the end of his career, C Wood plays safety. Dion plays safety with Baltimore as well. But
I can't add in Charles as a safety. I can't do that.
But I love it though. I love that you turned that into a Raider thing.
I mean, technically, we did play. He played safety with me. You know, he did play safety.
He moved around. He definitely moved around.
Yeah. Another, actually, Clinton Hart was a really good safety during my time for the San Diego Chargers, and we became very close friends when we played in Omaha together. Never played college football. He was a baseball player and went to an open tryout for the Philadelphia Eagles. Ended up making the team, and then at one point I think he signed like a $50 million contract with the Chargers. But he was a really good safety as well. And I know there's guys I'm forgetting right now that are guys that were I'm trying to think. Seattle.
Cam Chancellor.
Yeah.
Chancellor was a dog,
man. Watch some of his films. Do you talk about a dude blowing dudes up?
Yeah, yeah,
bro.
It's definitely different, bro.
Van McElroy, yeah, actually, Van McElroy was an agent and actually recruited me to represent me when I was getting recruited by agents. Van McElroy, so I had a chance to meet him. He's actually in my house up in Saginaw a couple times. So.
I love that. East Coast saying Earl Thomas, another Jamal Adams, but even though he's at the tail end of his career, at this point, he's kind of like a box linebacker. You know what I mean? Like a box safety. I mean,
Roy Williams, Dallas was a very good safety.
Okay.
Gosh,
I mean, it's a shit ton of talent.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Chris Hope was another really good one for the Tennessee Titans. A very good safety. Yeah, man, that's a good question. Very, very good question. Very good.
Chancellor single-handedly gave wide receivers heart attacks over the middle. Oh, Bob Sanders.
Bob Sanders, a guy that he was in my draft class as well. A guy that I played against 4 years at Iowa. I remember when I was getting recruited by Iowa, and I went out there to visit, and Kirk Ferentz, and Kirk Ferentz is one of my favorites, man. A great guy. Great guy. I remember him saying, "Hey, we're recruiting this guy, Bob Sanders," and he's like, if you come here to Iowa, I could see you and Bob Sanders being, the best safety that's ever, the best safety duel that's ever played at Iowa, or perhaps in the Big Ten. But I remember him talking about Bob Sanders. Obviously, Michael Huff is a guy that's a close friend of mine.
Stole his shoes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Might as well show him. Yeah.
Let's see if Stu still got the shoes that he stole from Michael Huff. And while he does that, man, salute to everybody here in the building. I appreciate you guys as always. Thank you guys for making this 25K show special. Salute to everybody here in the building, man. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button.
There we go. They're pretty sweet, right?
Yep.
I used to, a couple of times I went and house sat for them, and I saw these in the garage, and I'm like,
hey, you know what those will go crazy with that gray Oakland A's jersey.
Yep. Ooh. And then I stole these from Sean Phillips, who was my former teammate at Purdue. He came to defensive end in San Diego. He came to visit one weekend, and I put him in my safe, and it was like time for him to go. He's like, "Where are my shoes at?" I'm like, "I don't know, dude. I thought I saw him, but didn't you put him in the garage?" He's like, "I gotta catch my flight." And I'm like, "I don't know. I'll try to find him." But yeah.
So take these flip-flops with you, bro. Salute to KB, my guy, man. What's up, guys? Hawaiian Raider. Boy, God bless, guys. Salute. Yeah, man. Hey, man, Stu out here stealing shoes and shit, man. It's funny now, bro.
I'm not a thief, guys. It's just,
Hey, have you
messing with my buddies.
Have you talked to Huffy?
I want to get a hold of him. I know he's coaching at Texas, I think.
Yeah. He's never at the alumni. I've never seen him at one.
I got to get a hold of him. I don't have the number I have for him. If it is the same, he hasn't responded to it, which I don't think he has. But I know last I saw him, dude, he was just yoked. Yeah. Brolic as hell, dude.
Still, East Coast wants to know how was it playing against Todd Heap?
So we went to Baltimore in 2005. I actually had a really good game. Our defense played well, offense not so good. No, 2006. Forgive me, 2006. But I remember that trip. We played on a Sunday, but I remember I got I want to say E. coli poisoning from like spinach or something. So I was throwing up the whole Saturday before, I remember I'm laying there in the bed. I'm going, and me, I'm such a baby when it comes to freaking being sick, dude. Like, instead of just throwing up, I'll sit there in misery for like 15 hours, like fighting it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I can remember sitting, and Cooper was my roommate, Gerard Cooper, and I'm sitting there, and it projectile all over the freaking room. I felt so bad. Like the maids had to come in, and we had to switch rooms. But played against Todd Heap, good player. Just once, he didn't really do too much against. I think he caught maybe 1 or 2 passes.
Okay. Stupak, that's the new name.
Always respected Todd Heap.
You know what we're gonna do? Hey, somebody do me a favor. If you guys can make a snippet of that Michael Huff part of the video, I'm gonna upload it and I'm gonna that's how you get his
attention.
Yeah, that's how you get. I'm gonna upload it on Instagram because he's very active on Instagram and stuff.
Okay? Well, maybe that would be fun.
I'm gonna upload it and say that time Stu stole your shoes, bro. See if he responds to it.
We used to actually on road trips. My wife would watch his dog. He had this. His name was Midnight, and it was a.
That was the exact time when Stu stole his shoes.
It was not a boxer. What are the? Oh God, can't think of the name of the dog. But it was really stupid. I mean, no, pug. It was a pug. That's right. And it had like this super like really long tongue. It was really, I don't know if pugs have long tongue, but like it couldn't fit in its mouth. And it was just sitting there, and it was a cute dog, but it was a dumb dog. But I remember my wife would watch him while we would go on our road trips or whatnot. So.
That's fucking hilarious. Salute. Okay, yeah. Huff is the assistant director of player development at Texas State.
Oh, okay. So
he's only a few hours away from me too. Out there,
that's more of a it's not like a coaching thing, right? Or is that?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Is it okay?
Mm-hmm. Hey, real quick, Martin ain't shit. Salute to my guy over the pond. He put this picture up, and he put Zon's head on my body.
I love that face swap app, dude.
Yo,
it's hilarious.
Graphk Zon's in the house, 25K.
Dude.
Yo, salute to Martin, man. He is the GOAT at playing with that.
Dude, I love doing that. I'll get in rabbit holes with those things, dude. I'll sit there for hours sometimes.
That shit is hilarious. Graphk is such the creative thinker that will work. In terms of what, brother? Let me know. Salute to my guy S. on the nice words, man. Let me see. He said, when I was a kid, the Raiders were the gold standard. Zon, that's facts. Martin ain't shit, bro. That's hilarious.
Now I'm just sitting here. I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna make a note. I'm gonna go through it, and I'm gonna do a list of some safeties that. Yeah. That's a good idea.
Okay, I like that. There's another guy, man, that I want to ask you about that we needed to. We're just gonna say it live. I know there's not too much tape that you can talk about, but look up DeMarcus Governor as well. DB DeMarcus Governor. And that just sounds like some powerful shit, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? You were speaking about Iowa. He went to Northern Iowa, 5'11".
Oh, okay. Yep. Yep. You talking about this guy?
Florida kid, man. Take a look at DeMarcus Governor. Also, so we're doing homework live. So next time we do this, we have some guys that we can talk about. Also, one more.
It says that he was at Central Michigan for a little bit.
Yes.
Looks like.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. A guy that definitely transferred over to Northern Iowa. And there's another guy as well that I wanted to ask you about. I think you put it on the list, but I'm just going to say it out loud for the chat. Rashad Williams, corner out of Texas Tech. And then,
yes.
You know what?
Yep.
Did I tell you another name? Write this name down. Phelan.
No, so you said. Let's see. Amari.
I didn't give you this name though. I gave you Amari Gaynor out of North Carolina. But also there's another kid. I left the safety off the list. Phelan Sanford. Phalen Sanford out of Nebraska.
Phalen.
Yep. Phelan Sanford, like Sanford and Son.
Okay. And he's from Nebraska?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Definitely want to see I want to get your opinion on him, man. Salute to Sky High. Congrats.
I want to look at that Carter Bradley too. When we talk about him.
Yes. 6'3", South Alabama product. Salute you, Sky High. That means the best. That means the world to me, brother. Best YouTube channel out there. Salute, my guy. Appreciate you, brother. Raider Transplant says safety Vikings. Cameron Bynum. Look him up, Stu. Filipino defense coming into the NFL.
What is it?
It's a Cameron Bynum. I love it. I love it. Salute to everybody here in the building.
Wait. Who? Okay, I was gonna say that had to be an Angelo. He's talking about the Filipino.
Yo, East Coast.
Me and him got that Filipino connection, man. My
yeah,
my kids, so
yeah. Huff's position right now is helping players practice better, conditioning, managing the nutritionist, and monitoring players' health pre and post game and practices.
That's a badass position to have, dude. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, he out there busy as hell right now, bro.
I'd love to have something like that where you're not. I think each university needs to have that, and I think every NFL team should have something where it's a former player. It's not a coach, right? It's not a front office guy. It's a resource for people. It's a player. It's a guy that players can go to and feel comfortable actually telling them really what's going on. Because again, as a player, you get kind of nervous divulging everything to a coach because you just don't know what could come back. You know what I mean? And back in our day, it was a lot worse. Like I remember maybe it was the last year in 2007 when I was there, they had like a in-house therapist or something, right? And and I don't remember exactly what his title was or if he was with the team, but I do remember like, hey, if you guys need to, if there's any issues with anything and you need to go, talk with somebody, and we're like, fuck that. Like, we're not going to go in there and tell him all our problems because he's going to go up to the coaches and be like, we got to get rid of this motherfucker.
He's fucking crazy.
And then when you're going to another team, they're like, hey, report, do not sign this guy, which sucks because that creates a lot of issues, when you don't have someone that you can go and talk to, and to be able to go in and have a resource to be able to say, hey, even just I'm dealing with my mom or my girlfriend or this situation, or dude, my financial advisor just took $100,000 from me. Like, what the fuck do I do? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But that's one thing that I really like is that they are getting better, at least for active current players, giving them a resource. So, perfect.
I love that. I love it. We'll do a show.
Yeah, we haven't done one of those mental health. What was it? Mental health Mondays. I think we used to do or whatever it was a couple times. We got to bring it back, man. Hey, East Coast. You know what's funny, man? I seen that, right? I seen that he's been practicing with Phillip Rivers. One thing I didn't put two and two together with was that we got Powers, the center from Oregon. Bo Nix stays within the division, plays for the Denver Broncos. Who knows him better than our new offensive lineman, right? So there's already going to be a really good point. There's going to be some intel there. I guarantee Antonio Pierce and these guys are going to be picking his brain, like, what is his weaknesses? What is his strengths? What do we need to know about this kid? That's actually something I don't think we've ever talked about that as far as coaches grabbing a player that they have and asking them, former teammate on a different team. But that happens quite a bit, where you'll actually go up and give somewhat of a presentation on the guy. So I definitely know for sure that they'll be talking to him, once Denver's coming around. Nah, definitely. Salute to Hugs. Stu, any more updates from the kid who slept on your couch? I'm invested. No, I haven't. I thought, I thought maybe there might, I might have I think he just graduated. We had graduation this past weekend. So hopefully he graduated and he's off and he's not breaking into anybody's house anytime soon. But no, I thought maybe he might have called at some point, but he was probably so embarrassed. But no, I have not spoken to him. So, oh shoot. What time? Oh, okay. It's almost 4. Fortunately, I got to get, I forgot. No. Get rolling, bro. Get rolling. Real quick. Salute real quick. Tay, I got you. Once the schedule releases, I'll let you know a game. We're going to be out there in Vegas a lot this year. So stay tuned, my brother. I will too. Hopefully I get back out there for some of the games as well. I want to say thank you so much for the invite. Congratulations again on the 25K. That's awesome. Obviously the 30 Okay, it's going to be a big one. I mean, dirty 30, man. So
I got to put my stew on.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Me and Van Egan, right? Wait, Van Egan.
Who talking about?
Is he number 30, right?
Van Egan.
Am I fucked up? Mark Van Egan. What am I thinking right now? Who's the running back for the Raiders? Number 30. Who am I thinking of?
Tomorrow, back in the day?
Yeah.
Because I thought you were talking about, like, I know you ain't talking about fucking Jalen Richard.
No. Van Egan, right? Am I tripping?
No, you're not tripping. Now that I know who you're talking about.
Okay, all right. Sorry. Yeah, Van Egan. You had to be tripping there for a second.
Yeah, but I was like, I thought you were talking about right now.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Sorry. Yeah.
No,
but no, I want to say thank you so much. And again, for everyone that's in here. And again, this platform is great for guys like me, because again, back in our day, we didn't, unless you came to a signing, there wasn't a whole lot of interaction with the fans. You know what I mean? So, I mean, at games, there's just so much going on. You can say hi to somebody, but to be able to come on here and actually to talk and listen to the fans. And again, I was nervous at first. Obviously, we always just think of the one or two plays we didn't make. We don't think of all the good plays that we did, and we always think of just the one or two shitty fans and not even that they're shitty fans, but maybe just said something, and then you think the whole fan base is that way. So to be able to come on here and to be able to have that type of relationship, and again, for me, I don't like leaving the house very much, and you know that, right? One, I don't like a lot of people out in public, really. I don't know if I don't trust them or I don't trust me.
Yeah.
But for me to be able to communicate and talk and have these type of conversations in the safety of my own home is great for my mental health and my family, because my family gets sick of me too, so it's nice to be able to come on here and talk to somebody other than my kids or my wife or my dog. So I want to say thank you so much, everyone, for coming in and the support that you've given Graphk over here and myself, and I encourage you to continue to do that. And like I said, there's a lot of cool things that we have coming up.
Yeah,
a lot of things that, again, I sound like a broken record, that I want to be a little more consistent, a little more serious with. Again, I really want to do the film breakdown, and I really want to do the football 101 as far as like defenses, and just nothing super crazy, but I have so much information that,
bro, you know what we got to do? Hit it, bro. We got to get Randy on the show, man.
Yes, we do. Yeah, that dude.
Isn't he like the Philippines somewhere? Yeah, bro. We got to get Randy on, bro. I think that would be one of them shows that would go crazy viral, because Randy just doesn't give a shit. Like,
Randy Hansen was a defensive back coach when I was the mad scientist, a guy that we've reconnected with, and a guy, I'm telling you, as far as football knowledge, like,
yeah.
Stupid. Like,
I didn't know he was a Sacramento guy too. Like, I
didn't know that either. Yeah,
that's another reason why.
Sense, because he said, "No, I'm a Raiders fan." Like,
yeah,
he's a Raider. You know what I'm saying? Like Antonio Pierce. Like, he's a Raider. So, yeah, no, you should see. If I read you the messages, dude, like,
no, that last story you told me,
dude is psycho.
Yeah,
dude is psycho, man. I love it. But again, hey, thank you so much, man, Graphk. Geez, I can't talk right now.
We'll double back. Just look, call me when you get back to the house after you get done handling everything you handle.
Okay.
And all right. We'll talk it up. My brother.
Hey, tell everyone hello. Tell the family hello. Again, thank you so much, Raiders out there, the nation. And again, I'm feeling really good. I'm still feeling really good. I'm excited about the draft picks. I'm excited about these free agents. Again, I mean, this just shows you that these guys are serious, because you can pick up some really good players during. It's not this free agency thing isn't just a fucking I'm just gonna. There's a coach of mine, a friend of mine who coached in college. I'm just gonna bring this kid in just to, you know what I'm saying, show, one of those deals. Because I've seen that before, where it's like, oh, this guy knows this guy's dad or some shit. Like, No, we can pick up some really good players. And I think that's what we're doing. So.
And we got to talk later because also you missed. We just signed Andres Pete, offensive lineman from the Saints, former 3-time Pro Bowler.
Oh, wow.
And we brought in Jalen Guyton, wide receiver, former Charger that Tom Telesco is very familiar with.
What was the first guy?
Andres, Andres, Pete, Peat. And then Jalen, Jalen, Guyton, Guyton.
Guyton. Awesome. All right, brother. Hey, love you. Love everyone in here. Congratulations, my man. I can't wait for the next 30,000.
Yes, sir. Love you, brother. Salute, man. Salute to Mando as well. Congrats, Docs. Best content creator. Salute to you, man. That means a lot to me, brother. Thank you. I tried to get Marquette on the show as well, you guys. I know it's during the day. Wasted couldn't make it. He's working. Most people are at work right now. I was just reaching out to see if Marquette will pop in for a few minutes, but it looks as though he may be at practice or something like that. So couldn't get him on, but we'll get Marquette on soon. I think he has a few more weeks out here in the Dallas area before their season is up. He plays for the Arlington Renegades. So I'm going to reach out to him and try and get him on a show here soon. But thank you to our brother Stu. Thank you to everybody here in the building. If you guys get an opportunity to double back tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern time, 5 o'clock Pacific, me and Wasted will be live with our brother Paulie D, Paul Duracell, NFL star agent Keon Coleman, Marcus Banks, Jeffrey Simmons. He has, we're going to talk about the draft process tonight, you guys. We're going to talk about the behind the scenes stuff that took place, with Keon Coleman, getting drafted the first pick in the second round to the Buffalo Bills. There's a lot to talk about tonight. And we're going to get some behind the scenes. We're going to kind of peel the curtain a little bit. And we're going to get a look at the process behind the NFL draft from one of the up and coming star NFL agents, our brother, Paulie D, man. So I hope you guys are here tonight. Yes, Jason, definitely, brother. Definitely. You know what? If you're free tonight, man, let me know. You know what I mean? Because I may have to make that happen tonight. But let me know. I'll let you know. But once again, man, salute to everybody here in the building. On the way out, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, wipe them feet, you guys, meaning hit them thumbs up. Salute to all the new members in the building. Salute to everybody that gifted a bunch of memberships. Salute to Zon and Hug and Top and all my people in the building, Spivey, everybody. Just want to say I appreciate you guys. As always, on the way out, like I always say, love you guys. Appreciate you guys. We are outro 1.
That's what I'm talking about.